Hi guys, so for today's Freeform Friday, I was kind of debating what I wanted to do, and is what I do every week. I debate with myself, like, what am I going to do for Busted Out or Freeform Friday? And I usually plan it in the morning as far as my plans go. But I think about what it is that I want to do. But if I have any links for these items, they'll be in the description box. Those will be affiliate links, which means I'll make a small commission if you purchase any items through those links. So I've had these around for a little while now. I did see that they were still available. I don't know if both sets are available, and I'm only going to work on one set, but I do want to show you these little guys from LDRS Creative, or Little Darling Rubber Stamp Company, or Little Darling, or however you want to call them. They go by a few different little names there, but they put out these really cute things that are like build a scene, create a scene kind of stuff. These that I have here, I thought they were called build a scene, but it says create a scene on here. So this one's Holiday Cheer, which is probably the one I'll work on today. And then this one, I think I opened it to show you guys what's in here, but Everyday Fun. So let me show you this one really quickly. And then I thought, for Freeform Friday, what more freeform is there than building up your own background with stencils and then going from there, right? So these are really cute kits, and in a way you're like, okay, why is it, like this little door? Because you can also then pair it up, like put that little door on the house, or you even have a stencil for it. So you kind of have to match it up in different ways. There's the little like heart window, but I don't see a die for it other than this one right here. I'm sorry, stencil I meant, but there it is, the heart one. And then it has, cute frames you can mix and match with any other card. It doesn't have to particularly go to this one. We have a little grass, which is always a cute die to have, and then a little doorknob, I believe. Super cute. So that's that set. And then the stencils have all these sets, as you can see, to make like different backgrounds. I think this one's adorable, so I'll probably do that one next. The little house, you have your beach scene, and then like a little carnival scene. And it does come with some little information. Not so much, I mean, it is written out, so if you want to read that, then you can probably follow the steps as far as your layering, because that's the one thing with stencils is you want to layer it right so that you have a nice background, right? So they're not like putting light colors on top of dark colors. Usually you start with the lightest to go to the dark. But there's that. And so today I think I'm gonna use this Holiday Cheer one because, hey, Christmas is coming up. We gotta get it going. People ask me all the time what I do with the cards. A lot of times I have a ton of cards in a box right here. Actually, I need to get a better box because they're just in a cardboard box. But and that's why I don't leave. I leave the sentiment off so I can put a thank you or whatever it is that I need to use. Happy birthday, later. But I do have a lot of Christmas cards right now, so I'll probably send them out this year. Of course, everyone's gonna get something different. This is the reverse scallop rectangle dies. And what's cute here is that it has the outer one that does the little stitching, and then it has the inner one. You can pair them together if you want, or you can just use the outer one. You can just use the inner one, however you want to do that. It has a tag, it has a little door, again, little knob, which is so cute because it has a little keyhole. Oh my gosh, I think that makes an indentation for that, but that's really cute. Square window, and then we have this little scallop kind of tag. Cute little set. And then they have a little image there of how you might want to use it. And then we have the stencil pack. Now this is tough for me because I want to do this one. I love things that have to do with RVs and trailers, and unfortunately we sold our RV right before the pandemic, like a bunch of dummies, so now we could have had it and that would have been nice, but oh well. We had just gotten rid of it, I guess. So now we're looking into getting another one. But this is the one I wanted to do today because I love the little fireplace and I think it's so cute and everything, all these little pieces. So I think that's a good one to do today to show about the layering, right? And I'm not saying I'm going to nail it the first time, but I hope that I nail it or layer them correctly. So this is really cute. This one, you might look at it and you think, okay, so you have the little trees. Obviously, they have their own little design going on them. This one's a little more basic. And then we have even this that can layer over, this one here or however you want. Because if you see, whatever is there, it's not going to, not print, but not going to show through right. So if I did this in green, all these little areas would still be white underneath, or depending, I guess, what color paper you use. And when you come through with this one back over the top, now these little pieces are going to color in on these areas. So it looks really nice. And then this is such a cute little plaid design, or like the little gifts that you can layer up, across your page or however you want to use that. On this one, even the edge here is a stencil to stencil something, like if you want a little scallop edge, which is cute because I was looking at, where is it? Is it here? Where did I see? Oh, yes. I was looking at this, I'm like, oh, I guess they must have trimmed that bottom and then they put another piece, but I just realized all they did was stencil it. So this, you know, it's white, and then you put that stencil along there, and they did the green border there. Now we have the words happy, you know, that probably was stamped maybe, I don't know. But anyway, again, that looks like it was computer generated too, so who knows. But then we have this other opposite stencil on the edge. You have this cute little garland, I guess, can go across here or however you want to use it. It also has the little berries that you would then layer up. You have all these little pieces. This is just there's just a lot to do with it. So hopefully I can get this going right, because look at the little fire. You have all the little pieces to make your fire. So this is what I want to use today. Oh, look at this. Oh, I love that stencil. Oh my goodness. I wonder how that looks though, because then you have this and then you have the negative here. Really cute. So this one's a little more basic, that you're just going to use your colors like your green, or if you want to do white or blue or something. I have no idea. Then you have your little trees. In brown, you know, and then maybe the blue background. And then, you know, you have your little swirls that you can build up like snowbanks and stuff with. Really cute. And then this one just has that adorable sky kind of looking twinkly stars at the top. And then you have your little Christmas tree on there. And I think in the example they had, they cut this out. They must have fussy cut it because we don't have the dies for it. And then you do have these little guys that you can then inlay here later. I know it looks weird. It's hard to, when you're looking at a stencil, you're like, well yeah, because after you did this, then you're going to move it and use this piece, you know. But you got to really take a good look at these guys. And then they come with some instructions here. Oh my goodness. So I really want to make something like this, but I do like, where's the other example? I saw an example that I thought was super adorable. Might be online on the HSN site, right? They have a few pictures or images. But see, this is what I was saying. So you can inlay that cute little garland inside there. And this is obviously an image from another set, which I do have some of the follow-up sets. So maybe we'll do that to finish the look. But look how cute. You can make it look like she's in there. There's that little window that we have the die for, right? Super cute. And then this one, just the background again with the blue. See how they just used blue at the top? They did the brown in the trees, the green on the little fir trees, or whatever kind of trees, spruce, I don't know. And then they added that little guy. So I really want to do something like this. I think that's what I'm going to go for. I don't know that I'm going to copy completely this. I mean, it looks like I like this, but it feels kind of random just there. We will see. But let's get started with the fireplace, I suppose, and then we'll go from there. So I'm going to grab some paper, some kind of inks that make sense. I'll probably use little daubers unless, because this is kind of small. So we'll see what I end up using for dabbing it. This is so cute. I think I'm going to make it a standard A2 size because this isn't like the biggest thing. So I think that'll fit in there really well. And I'll pay attention to what these are doing so that we can have something, I don't know. Okay, I'll be right back. The first thing they're asking you to do, actually the first thing is to make a card base, which I'll do last. But they want you to die cut the stitch card front. So it makes like a 4 1/4 by 5 1/2-ish mat. And I'm just gonna use this outer one. So I know people want to know if it goes through the marquee. We will see. So I cut this paper just over 4 1/2 inches, or just about 4 1/2 inches. That cuts a little bit smaller on the inside. I don't know. I think it's going to be side to side, and it may or may not. We will see. This is a really big die. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's going to be right at the edge. So we want to keep it nice and straight if we're going to do this. And I might get a speed bump, so let me see if this will work. There's that speed bump already. Sorry, guys. I know you guys told me to... WD-40 that if I wanted to, but I did not yet. So yeah, it's a little bit, it's too close to the edges, you know what I'm saying? So see that? So I think you're gonna have to use a larger machine now. I'm probably just gonna trim this off just to be done with it, but it is very, very close to the edge. Okay, so hopefully that satisfies your curiosity there. I'm gonna trim this off just with some scissors, and I still haven't even grabbed the ink that I need, so let me grab that in just a second. Super close to the edges. Alright, I'll be right back. Guys, I haven't done something like this in a long time. So it does say to start with the fireplace. I have my little daubers here. I'm just looking. And So I'm kind of, I don't really know why there's two different fireplaces here. I guess if you just want this to be all the same color, it'd be easy just to kind of go in there. This one's separate. There's nothing different. I don't know if you can see, there's literally nothing different between this one and this one. But I am going to start off with the little fireplace, like around here, and then we're supposed to like make this green later, so I think that's a good place for it to start there. I have this cheap stuff from the Dollar Tree. It's supposed to be painter's tape, and I'm like, oh yeah, I'll use that for this kind of thing. But it still is pretty darn sticky, so be careful if you're going to use this. Now what I want to do is, I think I'm still going to mask off this area because I don't want to get in there. I want to do gray, and then we'll deal with this part in a second. So I have that. I think by sticking it down through there, it shouldn't move too much. So I'm going to start with gray. If there's anything else that's going to get in your way that you want to cover, make sure to cover it, okay? So we're going to start there. I'll probably go ahead and do the green down here because, like, why not? We're already here and this is already kind of stuck down. So I have this pumice color, and I'm just going to take a little finger dabber, but if you have something larger, then of course you definitely need to cover all the areas around there. Because like here, if I end up rubbing this, it will be in my image and I don't want it to. Okay. Be careful here, there's a little thin strip between those two and I almost moved it. Because there's the gray. Actually, oopsie. Start over. You know, I'll still do it down here. I didn't want the gray there. I want the gray for the stones. I want the, there, that's okay. The seal brown is what I want to use there. So let's go back in. This is going to be really nice and dark. That's the color I wanted to use. Sorry guys. Again, be careful. If you wanted to trim that off, not trim that off, but keep it from coloring, you can tape that off too. Okay, so there's that. Like I said, I don't mind where this is at right now. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and do the green part. Oh, I have a green dabber already. And I didn't pick out a green, so let me pick out some green. Ooh, this is the kind that can, if you wet it, it's going to react, but that's fine. So I have the water reactive. I'm just going to come down here and be careful with it. Okay. And if you want it more uniform, you can keep going. I just like the little mottled look. So that's enough for now as far as this part. I'm going to take this off. I'm going to go clean this off. And I suppose if you want to reuse this, you can. But since you have ink on it, you're going to end up smearing it later. You might as well just not use it again. So I'm going to take this off. I'm going to go wipe this down. And then we'll start up our little fireplace, the bricks and everything else on the inside, okay? I'll be right back. Okay, here are a couple things we got to think about. When we go to use this guy, I'm going to put this down. Just kind of line it up. Again, you can put this back on here, I guess, if you want to make sure you're right in the same spot. But this time you're going to tape off the other section. So however you want. If you want to use that, you want to use this. However you want to use it. Excuse me. So this one's a little bit easier, but let's look at this little log. So right now I'm going to use gray. So if I use gray all over this whole thing, this little log is going to be gray, that little middle of the fire is going to be gray, and etc. This little fire will help us out later. So what I'm trying to do is get the smallest amount of this, and I'm going to mask this, just this little area. You see that? So my little log, this will be all around. That's fine. It's going to have ink, but I don't want my little log. Actually, I'll save this for another piece because what we need is a longer piece over here. And that's just if you're more careful with your dabbing, then you know that's fine. But if you're not, then you really want to cover this up. Okay, so now I'm going to come in with my gray. Maybe I'll get some black too because the gray was pretty light. So again, this is pumice. And we're just doing our little bricks. Now going into here, that's also going to be gray. If you want that to not be gray, you want it to be a different color, then pick something else and mask off that whole interior. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this. So I'm going in with that pumice. This is actually really cute. And then I'm gonna take one and find some black, which I saw it earlier, and I said I don't need black, but I do need black. Noir black right here. I'm gonna take that and I'm gonna do a little bit in here. So it's gonna be a little bit darker in the center going into those little bricks, and I think that's fine. I think that's cute. Okay, and then you can, you know, if you want to put a little more accent of that black here and there. However you want to do that. Usually they get a little soot around them, huh? Okay, so that's Noir black. Just making sure I put the lids back on. And then I'm gonna pick this up carefully. Look at that. Oh my gosh. Oh, actually, ooh, well, you know, okay, before I really remove this. No, I'm gonna remove it. I'll be right back. I'm gonna remove this and then I'm gonna clean it off, and then we had to do that little spot. But we can do that either now or later, but I'll be right back. And as I clean these off, I'm just kind of wiping the top. I don't really want to deal with water, because what if water's out here or water's over here? I didn't clean it off and it's going to mess up my image. So let's put this down. And this time I'm going to carefully tape all around here. I'm just looking for that little centerpiece of that fire. You can do the other piece first, but usually fire is more dark in that centerpiece. So let me grab an orange. Here we go. This is gonna be the smallest thing. Like, I have this little orange one. So this is just orange. I'm gonna dab it right in there. Okay, that's all I'm doing. And then we have our little log and all that, but we can see, let me see what that log looks like. And let's see here. Yeah, see, this is what's weird to me. The little log, I can do it now, or I can do it with this little guy. You know, just bring him over. But I'm trying to see if there's much of a difference. I mean, it's literally the same thing. This one's a little bit thicker. I don't know. I'm just going to go with it. So I'm going to go with this guy, put it here. And you see where I laid him on there? Hopefully you can kind of see a little better. This is getting a little smaller. So I put him right there. And I'm just going to take a second to get that seal brown back. Okay, I have to hold that down. And where is the brown dauber? Looks like this one. Okay, let me get this stuff out of the way before I make a mess here. I know this kind of thing is not for everybody, because, you know, you have to have patience. But I think it's really cute. Let me just make sure this is still seal brown. Okay. So I'm just doing the little piece of wood right there. Oh my gosh. So cute. He's like a dark brown. And then this time I'm just going to wipe this. And I'm going to cover this other part with this. And now I'm going to put this on here and do the yellow. See, the little flame. And I have a honey pot here. And, you know, I'll probably use the same dauber I had. Let me try to clean it off a little bit. Okay, so I'm going into the yellow. And there you go. The two different shades of the yellow and the orange. So cute. Okay, so that's our fireplace. Pretty much everything has to do with fireplace. Now we have a wreath. You want to hang the little wreath? You want to put this on him? Oh my gosh. Okay, let me think about what I want to do, and then I'll come back and we'll try that out. I was looking at this, and honestly, I don't feel in the mood to do this garland. And, you know, I guess it's going to be green, but it depends on how dark the green is that it can overpower this brown, you know, if I'm putting it right on there. Kind of like in here, they have a little bit of it, but they used a much lighter brown. So I'm not going to do that, but I am going to do the wreath. So I switched my mind. Oh, you know what? I'll still do this up here, though. That's cute. So, but this is what I'm looking at. You still have red dots here, or dots. So if you go through here with green, this is going to get green. So you're going to have to mask off those little areas, I guess, because, and then you can come back in with these little red dots here. I don't know. That seems a little tedious, but we might do it. I don't know. We'll see. So to start off the wreath, as you can see, there's a full wreath here. If you do the full wreath, again, you're going to get green where you don't want it in these little red spots. But you can also build up the wreath with these pieces. And they have a tip there to line up this line every time you go to do your wreath. So what I'm going to do is do this red bow. And then I'm going to go ahead and do this red, because that's red also. And the next time I'm going to line this up with the little red mark that this made and do the green leaves and then do like a darker green or something. Okay, so that's what we're going to do. That is the plan, but I need to see how big this wreath is. So if this wreath was here, okay. I just want to make sure this is going to be kind of straight or even and not too... Okay. So yeah, that's all I'm going to have. I'm just going to have this and then my little wreath. And I do have some extra pieces here I'm just going to stick down because right now all we're going to do is the red. Ooh, you know what? Maybe I should put it down here. I need to go down this side so I don't end up putting red all over this. And I'm using the little daubers again, so I'm not going to get too, you know, out of hand with it. Chinese red, because I figure that's nice red. And I'm going to come in here and do this. And you see, I'm just kind of dabbing. I don't really like fill it in, but however you want, because I do like to get a variation in the color. I think it looks pretty. Okay, so that's good probably for that. Oopsie. So I'm going to go clean this off. Hey, this tape is pretty good from the dollar store. Again, just Dollar Tree tape. Look at that. Okay, so I'm going to go clean this off really quickly. Actually, I can just do it now. I don't know why I'm just going to wipe it. Yep. Okay. And then it has that little dash, right? And that little dash looks like it's holding the wreath. So it helps you line this up. And it also is a decorative item there. So I'm going to line that up perfectly. And I'm going to put that down. And all I'm going to do is... I really want to tape this down so it doesn't move, so I'm going to do that. But I'm also going to maybe cover up this piece so I don't get in there. And I'll use this pine tree, and then I'm going to look for something darker green in the next part. So I'm just going to dip into a pine tree here. Really getting in there. Try not to get in that little dash. I'm trying to get in that little center there. Okay, see what that looks like. Oh, adorable. And then, let me see if I can find one more darker green. And a lighter green. Was that pine tree? I was already using pine tree, wasn't I? Yeah. I'll be right back. Okay, I was looking for another darker green, and that's Harmony, but I can't find one. So I'm just going to use this Peeled Paint Distress ink, and we'll see. I just want a different shade of green. That's all I'm looking for. And again, we're going to line this up, and that looks pretty good right there. Actually, right there. Much better. And I'm going to tape this down, just pushing it down over here just so it doesn't get in the way. And let's make sure we don't over... ink. I think I won't get close to there, but I might get close to this. So I'm going to mask that off. And let's go with another green, see what's up. Yeah, it's a little different shade. It's a little brighter. I just want a different shade of green. I didn't really care if it was darker or lighter. I just looking for something different. Okay. That looks pretty cute. I think we're good. Look at that. So cute. Okay, so there's that. Let me see what else I want to do to finish this card up, and I'll be right back. Okay, just to put something on the top, just how they have here. I think what I'm going to do is go ahead and just maybe do this. Just a little bit of this on the top here. And again, you can tape it down or do whatever you like, but I'm going to take that. Ooh, you know what? We want the same green, don't we? Probably as the bottom, just to echo it. But, you know. Just to do a little something. Cute. Okay. All right, I'll be back. Okay, so where did I put it? We have our little card base, really cute. So what we're gonna do is finish this up maybe with a couple little things here. So I do have these other sets that you guys recently saw that I got in just very recently. These are Christmas related, but not completely. So, I mean, they do have, you know, like You're in Our Thoughts, you know, it's called From the Heart, but, you know, we have Mistletoe Kisses and Holiday Wishes, Ho 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 from both of us, you know, another Santa one down here. Just really cute. I think they have a couple sets on HSN right now. I do have this one that they used in the set with the little girl with the cookie, which is adorable. And then the one, she has her little string of lights. Obviously this is for outside. This one looks like she's kind of walking. So maybe this will be an adorable one for this. They do have a little doggy. I don't know. I'll probably just use that one. And maybe the cup of coffee just to put it on here. That would be cute. Or cocoa, whatever, this one. And then we have the dies that go along with everything. That's why I'm happy to do that. Because I don't have to fussy cut it, right? The dies are in here. I also have this set here that also has a ton of extras, you know, obviously that we don't want to use that one. But this one, they're kind of smaller. So I kind of like this one. She's a little bit bigger. It looks a little more, this is more of a Pocket Pal size. So I'll just use the other one there. And I have just the leftover paper from that I cut down earlier. So this is, again, just Crafter's Companion stamping paper. I have a piece of tape on that one. I'll use that. And I'll stamp it with Sorry, I just went off on a tangent about inks. Then I was like, that is not that important. All I was saying is, like, I like the squid ink because it's a hybrid ink. You can use it with water-based markers or alcohol inks. I like the same reason. Your Nuvo hybrids, again, also... you can use them with water-based or alcohol inks. If you have Memento or like VersaFine, those are used for specific things. So VersaFine, you know, water-based. If you have like the Crafter's Companion types, they'll tell you on there, you know, waterproof or alcohol-proof ink. So just check that out and make sure you have the right thing. I think I'm going to color these with alcohol ink markers. So I'm just going to stamp this little gal. But whenever you do this, you always want the ink to be dry. So VersaFine takes a while to dry, so always remember that. Oh, she's adorable. I probably didn't have to hold it down that long, but I just want to make sure I had a nice impression. And then this little cup. I'll just put this down here somewhere. So cute. Okay, I'm going to grab alcohol ink markers and just color this in. I'm you know, super basic. She doesn't got a lot going on, and neither does this cup. So I will be right back. Did not take too long. I went with the Fair Skin blend, and for her hair I used the gold brown blend, which is very light, but I think it came out kind of cute. Again, I started with the light color, I don't know if you noticed, and then I went in with the darkest and kind of whip, and then did a little bit of the mid color, and then shaded it all back out with the lightest color. So it just kind of, you know, we're doing okay. That's one thing I say. If you don't do hair very often, it's very easy to forget what to do. And what I did was just put down color. It wasn't anything special. Ooh, look at me. I didn't even put the lid on this ink over here. All right, there we go. Okay. This little one. So cute. So I'm just going to tape that down and run it through, and I'll be right back. Where's my little coffee cup? What does it look like? Oh, okay, it's this one. I was like looking at the shapes, and then I realized like I'm not even paying attention to the shape of the coffee. All right, there we go. I'll run these through the marquee right quick, and I'll be right back. So cute, and pop that. Look at that. Just sitting there, adorable. Okay, so I have a card base here, and they had said to cut this out of white paper at 4 1/4 by 11, and then you score it at 5 1/2. So it's a long ways kind of card. But if you see this mats right on there. So this is basically a 4 1/4 by 5 die. Okay, so it's barely showing a little bit of red back there, but you know what I'm gonna do? I think I'm going to pop this up. So I'm not gonna stick it down yet. And then we have these little guys. And then I will need to, so cute. I'm gonna pop these guys up too. So let me see if I have enough sticky stuff in here with the 3D glue gel. It might be all sealed up. Yep, of course it is. Why would it not be? But look at that. Boop. Pull that little plug out and we're good to go. And then I still need a sentiment on here. I'm giving that a little bump there. Then we have our little gal. She's so cute. There. And then I'm gonna pop this up on here. Like I said, I just don't know what I want to do as far as a sentiment yet. So what I'll probably do is add it later. Well, let's see. Maybe I'll just put one down here. Have a wonderful time. That's cute. From our home to yours. Oh, I like that one. So I'm gonna do this in black. They have it in white in their example, so I'm assuming they probably use the pigment ink with maybe some embossing powder or just, you know, watermark ink and then embossing powder, because you need to do something for that to show up. Otherwise, if you just stamped it in white, it wouldn't show up too well. So I'm just inking this up with that same squid ink. And I'm just gonna stamp that here, from our home to yours. Hopefully I do this nicely before I mess up my little card front. There we go. Cute. Okay, and then all I'm gonna do is put some more of the 3D glue gel on the back of that and pop it onto my red card base. So hopefully that showed you guys a little bit of what it takes, you know, to build up a little scene like this. Not hard. You just have to really look at the stencil and pay attention to what it is that's going on to show you kind of what you want to do and how you want to use it. So again, I'm just going to pop this up on here. And that's it, guys. So thanks for watching. I hope you guys are having a great day. Thanks for joining me on Freeform Friday. So yeah, so things are coming later in the mail today. Hopefully some deliveries that I would like to show to you guys. And hopefully some tonic things is what it seems like. And yeah, I just have some things, you know, getting ready to be delivered. So thanks for watching, guys. I'll have the links in the description box. I'll see you guys hopefully later today, but if not, at the next one. All right, bye now.